Today, we're going to tell a 3-part story on how we broke into a convention, got into a party, and then even hosted our own house party. This was the joint forces of the Rooftop Boys and some weird kid named Socks. Let me lay it out for you guys. It started at VidCon. It's like a convention where creators meet their fans. And we went. Me, Blaza, and Nadway. The 3 of us. We didn't even know we were going. That's the thing. This was kind of like last minute because we're not actually like featured creators. Like people don't know we were going. We just kind of wanted to see how it was because this was our first, in quotations, meet and greet, but we weren't going for a meet and greet. We were just going to see how it was.
See how everything operates.
Everything behind the scenes.
We honestly thought if we did like a meet and greet, we would be meted by like 2 people, but the opposite happened. Before we're there, us 3, we're on a flight. We're going all the way to California. Since it was last minute, I only had a pass for Blaza and I. This was a pass that allowed us to walk anywhere.
So you left Nadway out of everything?
We were babysitting him.
This pass allowed you, there was the convention building and then there was a hotel. So there was a hotel for creators because the thing is they had to split all the fans from going into the hotel. There was no fans allowed to go in this hotel. It was a creator only hotel.
It was lockdown. If you don't have a pass or a wristband and like scanning, you're not even allowed 5 feet within of it.
We're not talking about like just a couple security guards. We're talking about 1 at every single door and then literally just groups of them just walking around. They had the whole place locked down on the outside, inside, everywhere.
Even Ubers weren't allowed to get in.
Really? Imagine this military fortress of a hotel. And then you have the convention itself, which you also need a pass. And the same deal's there. They had literally security guards everywhere. You basically had to go through TSA, get a ticket, and there was like a security guard every couple meters.
Was like the president here or something? Why are there so many?
No. Even better. Blaza Blocks was there, okay?
Oh my goodness. Lay down the red carpet.
You can imagine we have the hotel and we have the convention. And we're just flying in and we have our stuff. We're just here in California. Oh my God, California. We're so cool.
My first time in California.
It was time to go into the hotel. And the thing is, in order to get our first pass, we have to go into the hotel. The creators had to get their pass at the hotel. That way they weren't like swarmed at the convention. We got there. They were already questioning us. We Ubered in, right? We're talking about like security guards all around us, okay? As the Uber was like coming in and stuff. And the Uber like rolled down the window and we were like, we belong here.
This is my hood right here. I know this spot.
We're invited guests because me and Blaza have the pass, but not yet physically, but like we are about to. They don't know about Nadway. We go in and we're literally escorted from the outside of the hotel.
Escorted? Yeah, we have to be escorted where they give out the passes so we don't just go freely walk around the hotel. They make sure.
They escorted us all the way to the ticket place and we had to like say who we were and what kind of tickets. So the thing is, I had the tickets for Blaza and then I got a ticket and I was like, oh, look at I. But then I tried the first strategy, gaslighting.
This is like Among Us. Gaslighting first? Nice. I like this.
I was like, we have a pass for Blaza. We have a pass for Socks. There should be a name, Nadway, somewhere on the list over there.
You're right about there. You like write it down yourself. Like, oh, yeah, it's right there.
We don't have him on the list, sir. Like, oh, no, you gotta keep looking. You gotta keep looking. You know, it's your problem.
You guys are Karens at this place.
No. We were shut down by a Karen, okay? The person we were talking to trying to gaslight, but there was a Karen right next to her. And the Karens just have these senses for like shenanigans. It's like a radar. It goes off. We said specifically in the email that you weren't supposed to bring any +1s. I was like, how dare you? Obviously, I did not say that, but it was in my head. They knew that Nadway wasn't on the list. We're like, oh, our bad. You know, we realized we didn't sign him up. It was our fault. We're like, okay, we'll get our pass somewhere else. The thing is, Nadway does have a pass, but he doesn't have the almighty pass that allows him to go anywhere.
I have the pass for the convention, not the hotel. The hotel's only for creators. You know, anyone could get the pass that I had if you had the bread.
The thing was, it was obviously different. His pass was blue, while Blaza and I's were yellow. So yellow was like the higher up, and then blue was like right under. But the blue wouldn't allow you to go into the hotel. It wouldn't even allow you to go behind the scenes in the convention. It wouldn't allow you to talk to the creators. It was just like the best pass that you could get publicly. That wasn't good enough.
It wasn't enough.
Because the thing was, we had a hotel and we were staying in a room and we needed Nadway to stay in the room with us in the hotel. We didn't want him to be in some other hotel. Ew. So how do we get Nadway into the hotel? This is Operation 1.
This is the test.
We got in a circle, the three of us. I don't have the IQ like the rooftop boys, Blaza and Nadway. I felt like a third party in this. They were the experts of sneaking in, right? They formulated a strategy.
First, me and Nalwe went around the whole palace to see where the security guards are.
I had to get a blueprint out of the hotel, inspecting it. There's a door over here. Go over here.
Start writing down like where all the security guards is, and we like pulled on all the doors with no security guards, but they were all locked.
That's insane. You guys are like James Bond.
So we checked that all out, and then we came in a circle and started thinking of a plan.
And we're like, okay, there's no entrance where there isn't a security guard. We have to sneak through the security guards. We have to figure out a way.
I was thinking maybe there's a fire exit, like a fire staircase. We can just pull you up, and then we open it from the other side, because we can go inside. No fire stairs were available. Then I was thinking, like, what if we got like a helicopter or something, and we drop Nabby off on the roof?
Banger idea. I mean, yeah, that's like the second thing I would think of whenever trying to sneak into a hotel.
Apparently, very hard to get by a helicopter in California for some reason.
The fourth option was a plane, but we knew we couldn't allow Nadway anywhere near it. There was something different. We all had a little lanyard over our neck. We had a yellow pass, me and Blaza, that said invited guests, and then Nadway had a blue lanyard over his. What was so special about this convention was that not only do you get a lanyard, you get something around your wrist.
A wristband!
This allows you to get either into the hotel or into the convention. In order to get in, you have to scan yourself in. You have to take your little wristband and just
Tap it.
If you go in or if you go out.
You have to scan your little wristband.
So the thing is, the only ones that work in the hotel are the yellow wristbands. So if Nadway took his like little wristbands and tried to go, try to be all confident and stuff, he would go, every security guard in 20 miles would tackle him. So what do? The strategy is formulated. First step, subscribe to the channel. The three of us. Okay, we walk forward. My 0 IQ plus the two rooftop boys, at least above 10 IQ.
It's like an average IQ in total.
We start walking towards the entrance of the hotel. That's how confident we are with this strategy. We're walking to the front where the max security is of the hotel. The thing is, the strategy was so good that I didn't even know what it was. So let me tell you how it felt from my perspective. It shocked me to my core. I'm in front. Then there's Nadway, and then there's Blaza. In that order. This order is very important.
This is critical.
There's literally security guards everywhere. So as we're walking forward, they see that I'm in the front, so they see the yellow pass, and they see Blaza with the yellow pass. So Nadway's behind me. He kind of blends in.
I'm in the middle.
The first security guard, he was like, yes, yellow badge. Opens the door for us. Step 1 is complete. Nadway has been just confidence. You know, as long as you pretend you're part of the group, he's blended in. This is just layer 1 of the security.
Just opening the
That's
door.
just layer 1? So that's just the entrance. You've just started the mission.
Layer 2. The laser defense system.
That's a big one.
There is a security guard, okay? He's waiting for us as we walk to the other side of the door. You need to scan your wristband. What do we do?
Oh no.
If I do it, bright red.
He would explode. Like exactly in the Mr. Beast video, he would blow up.
Execute it.
At this moment, I had no idea what the plan was. I didn't know that maybe Nadway would just like sneak by. All these guys told me at this moment is that we have a plan.
You just need to distract the guard a little bit.
I go in, I'm walking in, I see the security guard. He's like, oh, scan my wristband. You guys told me to distract the security guard the best I can. So I gave him my friendly smile, you know, and I was like, hey, how you doing? As I'm scanning my wristband. So I'm going to the laser defense system. I'm trying to start a conversation with him, but he's kind of locked in. He's hard. Like he's locked in this moment. I'm scanning my wristband. Ding! We're good. As I am doing that, I'm slowly going past the laser defense system. The security guard is still looking at me at this moment. This is part of the key.
He's so handsome. Oh my goodness.
Can't
Look
take
at
your
him
eyes
go.
off of you.
Now, this is the secret sauce. Forget about the Krabby Patty formula, okay? Burn it. Now we know Nadway's in the middle, Blaza's right behind.
I'm right in between Sox and Blaza, so I'm up next. Me and Blaza, genius. I don't know how no one has ever thought about this. So I go up and I bring up my hand, but the thing is, Blaza also does it at the exact same time as me. So it seems like we're both scanning.
Yeah, so it accepts my wristband, and then the security guard is like, hey, one at a time. And we're like, oh, sorry, Mr. Security Guard, mine didn't scan. And now he's like, oh yeah, mine already scanned.
Oh, mine scanned, and I go up ahead because it was green because he scanned his already. So I acted like it was mine, so I went up ahead. And Bla's like, oh, okay, let me scan again because he scanned his.
So I scanned the second time, boom, green again. And the security guard's like, all right, you're free to go. And here we go.
And I was losing it. I didn't know what happened because as I was walking forward, right, I thought they got him. They got Nadway. I thought he was going to get poof, deleted. But when I looked back, I saw Nadway was with me, but Blaza was behind. And he just scanned it again and he was good. What? How did this happen? So Nadway snuck in, Blaza's was in. We were in the hotel successfully. And now, in this hotel, unlimited access to the hotel.
We literally did have unlimited access to the hotel.
It's like a dream come true, guys. It's like a dream. We did it.
Dude, there were so many people there, dude. A bunch of creators, dude. I saw people from Smosh. I saw Flamingo. I saw everyone.
I did a thing.
In this hotel, it was this crazy big hotel, and the only people in there were like creators. It didn't matter which way you looked. YouTuber, TikToker, Instagrammer. So many creators just everywhere. Who did you guys talk to?
We talked to people at Smosh. That was pretty cool.
I saw Rambo. I spoke to Rambo. Cash and Nico. We spoke to them.
We met the entire family-friendly gang. We met Cookie God, Sand Diction, every Minecraft YouTuber that you think exists.
Did you met Steve?
Steve himself was there. We have successfully broken into the hotel. We're good. But this is just part one of the story.
The thing is about the hotel, we had to do that every time in and out. Every time I needed to go in, every time I needed to go out. We had to do that tactic.
For 4 days.
The convention hasn't started yet, so you can't go anywhere. There's really nothing to do. I mean, sure, you can walk around and stuff, but like, I mean, come on. We're here with a bunch of creators. We gotta do something. We have to break into a party. We didn't even know if there was a party going on yet. We just knew if there was gonna be one, we had to get in. As we were talking to these YouTubers, we were, the usual, hey, how are you? Oh, I love your content, blah, blah, blah. No one cares about that. What we cared about, we slipped in this little saying. We said, so, what are you doing tonight? Throwing a party or something?
Throwing out some keywords here and there. Party.
Sometimes we just got nothing. They're like, oh, no, I just got here. I'm tired. Boo, boo. Shut up. Get up. Wham, wham, wham.
I want to talk to you.
But finally, someone named Cash. Him and his whole kind of Minecraft group.
This is redemption. He didn't invite us to the last party, but this is redemption.
I'm working my magic. I'm talking to this guy. I'm talking to this whole kind of Minecraft group. It wasn't just like Cash. There was like other people around and stuff. And I was like, what are you doing tonight? What are you doing? Like, what's going on? Like, give me something. He said, hey, we heard a guy has a house down here in California. Shout out to VMT. He's got a place in California and he's throwing a party. And he was like, here's the address. Here's the time. Be there. So the thing is, we weren't directly invited by the main guy, but we were like, we were basically
Who
invited.
doesn't want the rooftop guys at their party?
We're basically getting ready for the night. We get our Uber. It's time to start heading towards the party. And, honestly, we're kind of nervous. This is not just any party. This is a content creator party. There are some big names going to be there. There's going to be like people, not normal people. We're talking about YouTubers.
Not losers.
The important people,
We're talking about famous people. Those people are different. We're sitting in the car. We're getting ready to, go to this party. I don't know what we're talking about. What are we talking about in this Uber?
Wingstop.
We were pulling up. We didn't have any sort of strategy. And the thing was, we knew when we arrived, when the house was on the corner, but there were like people all outside the house. There were people like on the balcony. They were like talking and stuff.
It was nerve-wracking.
I was holding Nadway's hand on the left side, all while we were climbed on top of Blaza.
Come on, Plaza, piggyback riders.
The thing is, the outside looks crazy, okay? There's like a Lamborghini Urus like parked on the outside. It has this crazy California house style.
There's a giant subscribe button on the front lawn. Make sure you hit that.
There's a bunch of people. I don't even know who to make eye contact with. So I decided to make eye contact with nobody. We were like dragging our way up to the front door, and we're like, hey, they opened the door. And he was like, hey, who are you?
Plaza Blocks, hello?
And they were like, you know these guys, right? Like, you know VMT or like, the gang and stuff or whatever. I don't even know exactly what he said, but we were just shaking our head like up and down, like, yes. And it worked. We were in, okay?
It actually worked?
Imagine the house all on the bottom floor. You have Super Smash Bros. Happening on the left, the kitchen on the right with a bunch of apple juice, red cups, okay? We just kicked in, okay? All of us. Blossom, Nadway.
Hey, what's going on? Yo, what's up, man? Hey, what's going on, man?
We're like introducing ourselves. We're talking to people. It was all the gaming YouTubers. There was this guy walking around with a mask.
I thought it was a rapper or something.
What was nice is that we didn't come too early where there was like no one, and we also didn't come too late. It was like the perfect time.
We were fashionably late.
No, honestly, I think parties best time to arrive is literally an hour after they start.
That's until they turned the music up.
I mean up.
Everyone started to create a circle.
Wait, did someone bust it down in the middle?
All of a sudden, a couple guys just started busting it down in the middle.
It was pretty awesome.
And then there was this big guy, and he just dragged him out of the circle. He's like, get out. And he just slowly walked into the circle while the beat was about to drop. This aura was sparking through the room.
Dude, this guy has so much aura.
Dude, Cash and Nico were busting it down, bro.
And the thing is, like, people rotated going in the circle. Each person took a time, and they were busting down a different move. There was literally a girl that came in and started doing splits and, like, a backflip.
I missed that. Was I in the bathroom when it happened?
And then the guy that ended up
You
breakdancing.
guys got a guy break dancing. Are you serious?
Look at him go. I look at now we're at the end. We're like, what is going on?
When the party's popping, you know, you're a little hungry, right? Who's open this late? It's like 11. Who's open at like 11 p.m., right? Except for one special tiny little place. Wingstop! Oh, Wingstop! I go up to Cash. I'm like, do you like Wingstop? And me and him like the exact same stuff. We like the same flavors. We like it bone-in. We like the fries the same. We like the drink the same. All night, we were talking about Wingstop. And then he comes up to me and is like, yo, do you want to order Wingstop? I'm like, yes. He hands me his phone. I ordered 70 wings for delivery to go to this house.
Oh my god.
At like 11 p.m. delivery. I'm just so excited. I'm like, yippee! I'm just waiting.
And so he's sitting in the corner just watching the DoorDash notifications.
All of a sudden, the music stops. Everyone is like, hey, what the flip, man? What's going on? Guys, everyone has to go outside. The cops have been called. And everyone looks at each other for a second, and they're like freaking out. They're like, the cops are coming. Everyone is like rushing outside. Everyone wants to get out of there. Everyone's on the street. Everyone's calling Uber. The guy in the Lamborghini just spun off.
Jeez, I wonder where he went.
And all of a sudden, a car pulled up, and we're like, oh my god, that must be the police. Don't worry, gang. I'll talk to them. We walk up to him, and the guy gets out of the car, and it says, don't ask for that way.
No
The
way.
Wingstop came. It was awesome. Everyone's freaking out over it. Oh, the Wingstop.
But the story's not over. We're eating the best Wingstops of our lives right now, and we're looking at each other. The party only started. It only began. We need to host our own party.
Where? Where could you guys host a party? You don't even have a house over there.
No, we thought about it. We're like, how can we get a party, man? We don't know any connections. We don't have a place to host it. What are we gonna do?
We're going home. We're going back. We're done for the night. It was time to formulate another strategy. We still have a couple days before the end of the convention, and it was time. We had to sneak that way back in. We had to go with the same strategy. So I went first, and we thought we were gonna be good.
Yeah, the security guard must be tired by now, right? They've been standing there all day.
It was like, what, 1 a.m. maybe? They must be exhausted. I was tired from, partying. I was just like, I'm pretty tired. I wasn't locked in. Sash goes first, scan, green, and he goes forward. We didn't even talk about it because we thought it was just like, it was muscle memory. We knew it. So we go at the same time. But me being tired and stupid, I placed my hand in front of his. So it scans mine instead of his.
What sound did it make again? I don't know. I kind of forgot now. What sound did it make?
The guard was half asleep, but when they heard it, they opened up their eyes like, huh?
You scanned that again. And I was like, okay, let's scan it again. He's like, no, not you. You.
My chest was popping out of my heart, whatever the saying is. I shakily raised my hand up to it. I'm like, I was like, oh, fart. Me and Blaza just look at each other and Sock's like, gulp.
Are we gonna get arrested or what's good? And they said, no, you're not allowed to get in. Get out.
I only had limited contact with Socks. You know what I told Socks? Trust me. And we left.
Dude, that's a billion aura right there.
I walk outside with Blaza, all right? Socks goes to his room. He's like kicking his feet, texting, I don't know, playing balloons. So me and Blaza, we thought we have the blueprints to this place. There's another entrance in the back. And there's also another guard. That guard won't be there again, surely, right? The guy that was at the front that denied me won't be at the back.
I would hope so.
We go towards the back and we see this guard. He's like halfway asleep. And once he sees us, he just gets ready. He just opens the door and gets ready. Me and Blaza, no, I'm locked in this time. Scan, green, right? Blaza does it. We accidentally scan at the same time. Oh, I go on inside. Yeah, Blaza scans again. Boom, I'm in. I'm in again.
Within 5 minutes, we went to Sock's room, knock on his door.
My mouth on the ground, jaw dropped.
Dude, Natalie, you guys are like secret spies.
So we all gathered around and we were deciding, how do we host our own party and make it better than the other one? You'll be at another party sometime in the future. Like, oh, I wish I was at the party Nadway, Blaza, and Socks hosted.
The next day, It was day one of the actual convention. Our first plan of strategy was we need to get a connection of someone who has a place here in California because we didn't have a place. We started making our way through the convention. We wanted to meet some new people. Maybe there's some people local based in California. What we didn't also realize is that we also get recognized a lot.
We're also creators.
We were at the convention where creators meet fans, but we forgot that we were also creators. So we kind of just walked in like normal. I kid you not, literally every 10 seconds or so. And we're not just talking about me get recognized. We had people recognize Nadway by the back of his head just from a hiking video. I signed more things that day than I've ever signed in my entire life combined.
Yeah, I wrote my name more.
It took hours just to walk anywhere in the convention. It was really cool. I mean, honestly, meeting a lot of you people, I don't even know if anyone's watching this video. We met you. It was crazy. And the amount of people that roasted Nadway was unbelievable.
You guys got beef with me?
I realized that all our fans are super funny.
How many Skibbity Riz Ohio guests do we have?
At least 3%. The thing was, we needed to get another contact. So we needed to get in some other creators like meet and greet. And we were invited to one. We all had like a schedule, right? And when I pulled out my schedule, turns out we were invited to the Roblox party.
What makes this official? What, did Roblox himself host this or something?
Roblox himself hosted it.
Oh, you're serious?
We had nothing else to do that evening, right? And we're like, it was cool. It was free food, free drinks, free apple juice. It was gonna be a good time. We all got picked up by a car. They took us to, honestly, like this really cool restaurant. The restaurant was cool. It had like LED ceilings. It had like a really cool vibe to it. It had like a bar on the side. They had a part where you could get free embroidered Roblox jackets that Nadway has. There was free food. It was honestly cool. They even had like a live stream going on while the party was going on. And we started meeting a lot of people. It wasn't just Roblox people. It turns out a lot of people were just showing up. So it was just like a normal kind of meet and greet. And that's where we met him. The guy. Mr. Roblox himself.
Whoa!
We were vibing. We were having a good time. He was a super nice guy. I asked him, just casually, I'm like, do you have a place down here in California? You know what? I sure do, pal. I got a place here, an Airbnb here in California. And I was like, what?
His eyes lit up like stars.
And I just slipped in the conversation. I was like, yeah, you got any plans? Maybe throw a party perhaps? And he would be like, sure thing, pal. He showed me the pictures of the Airbnb. It was perfect. It had a pool. It had arcade games, mini golf. It was set. We had a location. I told him a set time, and we told him we'll just bring a couple friends. We can keep it low key.
Like 5 people.
Now, we just need the victims to join our party. We were still at the Roblox party, so maybe it was time to start spreading the word. We thought we were about to head out from the Roblox party, but then the craziest thing happened before we could even leave.
I was having a jolly good time drinking my little apple juice. And then Cash taps my shoulder. And he's like, oh, Blaza, can you go to the bar and get me a little apple juice for myself? You know what? I was gonna get a new apple juice anyways. I got you, my brother. So I walk up to the bar and I said, 1 apple juice and 1 glass of Coke, please. The bartender was like, sure thing. And I walk back proud with my chest out to Cash. Because I was like, I got you, my brother. I gave him the cup of Coke. He said, oh my God, arigato, Blaza, that's so nice. And we were like talking and all of a sudden, some Karen just came up to us and she was like, hey, you aren't subscribed to the channel and you have a 21 plus wristband, but he doesn't have a 21 plus wristband, so you're not allowed to give him a Coke. And I'm like, does that really matter? And she said, yes, it does. And she walked away.
Why it was so crazy? It was just Coke. He just got a drink.
That's what I'm saying. We were like, okay, that was weird. He said, oh, sorry, brother, that he emailed you like that. I'm like, okay, no problem. We're probably not going to see her anyways. As I say that, this woman approaches us with a scissor. What are you doing with those, woman? You can't be running with those. The woman looks at me and then she just 90 degrees turns to Socks for one and says, give me your hand. And she cuts off Socks' wristband for no reason.
Suggs did nothing. He was just standing there having a good time.
I was trying to spread the word about the party, and then this woman, she just cut my wristband, saying that I can't be here anymore.
So I put my hand out. It's like, if you cut him, you better cut mine as well. And then she cuts my wristband. She was basically saying like, get out. And then Cash was like, oh my God, I'm sorry, guys. You guys, this is my fault. You guys lost your wristbands. And we're like, don't worry about it, Cash. We have more plans tonight anyways.
I was in the bathroom the whole time that happened.
As we left, the vibes came with us. The aura was through the roof. Before we leave, we spread the word about our party, but we still had 2 more days. We finished this Roblox party, but the night was not over. There was another party we could go to. The TikTok party!
Oh no.
Official TikTok party. This is hosted by TikTok itself.
Why this party was so crazy, the chances of us getting in were like little to none. You had to be on a list, which we were not on the list. Luckily, I got a +1 from a friend. Nadway and Blaza were not on this list. And we're like, oh, how bad could it be? What we didn't know is that this party wasn't like the other parties. It was hosted by TikTok itself, which means security guards everywhere.
We got to the very last line. Like, we got there kind of late, and we were like the very last. Right when we make it past like the threshold of like starting the actual line, they stopped receiving people. I have a picture.
We were the last people allowed into the TikTok party. The line was crazy. We're talking about like hundreds of people in front of us. This was like a serious party. Like the whole place they rented out for this was insane. To even get in, you had to go through security. Obviously went off on Nadway. At the end, they had to see if you were on the list. We were like, what do we do?
Me and Blaza were stressing.
What do we do? I was on the list, but Nadway and Blaza were not on this list. But we knew we had to get in because we had to spread the word of our party. We had to have everyone know that there was a much better party happening. We were waiting through this line, and eventually we made it to the desk where they had everyone's names just lined up to see if you were on the list or not. And I was like, oh, my name is Shox. And they're like, oh my God, yes, hi, here, how it is. But then Blaza and Nadway.
Everyone was at the bay, like putting in their names. He said, just give your name, show you your ID or something, and you get a wristband and you go in. We didn't have a name on the list. So I came up and they said, name. I started looking around and I thought of a random YouTuber called CG5. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna use his full legal name. So I say his full legal name and she on the computer. Oh yeah, you're right here.
No ID though. You need the ID, right?
And then she said, can I see your ID, please? I was like, oh, I think I actually forgot it. It's still my hotel. Do you have like a picture of it or something? I'm like, ooh, no, I don't have anything to identify myself. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry, but I cannot let you in. She was very respectful about it. But I was like, oh, okay, I tried, whatever. So I was about to leave, and all of a sudden, behind me, I hear, hey, she can be my +1. And I turn around. There's this random woman, and she said I could be her +1. So I walked back to the desk.
Blaza's aura has just skyrocketed, by the way. He raised up a girl without even looking at her.
The desk girl said, yeah, that's fine. I just need your name again, and I need your ID. So I said my full legal name, and I instantly give her my ID. And she said, I thought you didn't have your ID. And then the guy next to her, who was giving out wristbands, I just jabbed my hands in front of him, and he put a wristband on, and I got in instantly and without looking back.
Dude, I would have been so embarrassed if I heard that. I thought you didn't have an ID.
I was out of there. I got the wristband and I left.
And now it's my turn. Okay, my heart was beating. I'm like, no one's gonna make me their +1. What am I gonna do? There's no way a miracle happens twice in a row like that. So you know what I did? While everyone was getting their wristbands, I like stayed behind them. I was scooching my way through while they were talking to like the woman to check in. I was like just watching them, you know, all behind them. I was like, oh yeah. I was acting like I was part of the group, like I was with them. And then I go up to the guy that was heading out the wristband. He's like, oh, did you check it? I'm like, yeah. I'm this guy's +1. I go to the most random guy ever. They're like, oh, okay, give me your ID. And I'm like, and I'm my ID. I said, oh, I'm under 21. And apparently they only check your ID to check if you're legal allowed to drink. So he gave me the wristband and I'm like, yes, I made it do it without even checking it. I don't know how.
Bro, you are the world's luckiest gambler ever.
We're gonna go to the Pentagon next.
Confidence, bro. If you say like you have confidence, you can get into anywhere, bro. It's kind of crazy.
We are in the TikTok party. The Rooftop Boys and The Apprentice. The TikTok party, kind of crazy. They had giant photo booths that you can take pictures, DJ playing copyright-free music for some reason.
Like that's it from outside. Like it was huge. Also, we met Flamingo there. Oh my God, Flamingo.
We were having a good time at the party. We were meeting a lot of people, but this was all just to build up to the best party, our own. After a couple of hours, we had a good time at the party. It wasn't as crazy as the first one, but it was cool. It was funny. As we were leaving, they started actually playing the TikTok Riz music, which is really funny. But now it was time. We went back home, planned strategy back in the hotel, but it was the final day. I hit up my contact. I hit Roblox himself. I was like, yo, food and apple juice we got. Buy a lot of snacks, buy all the apple juice, just get everything. We can't mess this up. We even arrived early. We had to prepare prepare, and we had to make sure the scene was right.
Before we went there, I was in charge of inviting like Cash and all them, right? And I told Socks, if this Airbnb sucks, you're risking my whole aura and reputation with them. My aura will drop, and I will. No, I'll just block you.
They'll block you for having a crappy house party.
I told him this Airbnb better be awesome, and this party better be lit.
It better be risk-tastic.
Was it not that way?
Okay, I pull up to the house. I was pretty amazed. The house was pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty awesome.
It had everything that you would need. And the thing is, it was big, but not like too big where it would always feel like empty. Each room was small, so it was like each room would always feel packed. And that way, it was lit up nicely from indoors and outdoors. You would feel like you're partying even if you were talking with like 2 people because how each room was split up, if that makes sense. It was time to do it. We were gonna host the party. It was happening. We had the people. We were getting the vibe of the house and everything. They started getting the music ready and stuff like that. And we sat there in front of the door, waiting for the guests to arrive.
There's this one person me and Blaza met at the TikTok party. Prime Dylan.
We call him Prime Dylan. We're like overhype him because we think it's fun.
He's like a looks maxer, right? And I'm like, what if we got Dylan into this party?
We're doing insane.
And it would literally be, I'd be jumping up and down. I told him, hey, do you want to join this YouTuber party that we're hosting? Don't bring too many people, bring like, 3 people. And he told me, yeah, bet, I'll pull up. Me and Blaza looked at each other and started jumping.
Like 2 little high school girls.
I was just waiting at the door the whole day. I'm peeking through the door and I see headlights. I run to Blaza. I'm like, Blaza, yeah, I think he's here.
I instantly dropped the confrontation I was having with someone and I just like running to the door.
You gotta go figure out what's happening. Where's he at? Is he here?
We open the door. We run outside. We see who it is.
It's J-Man Curly.
And J-Man Curly, what are you doing here?
After we were waiting for people, they started to arrive one by one. Each person brought a +1 or a +2. We had one group arrive, then another group arrived, then another group arrived, then another group arrived, then another group arrived. The party was starting.
Okay, but the thing is, we had one obstacle though. Okay, listen, me and Blaza were in charge of the music, and that was kind of a mistake.
The music is the most important thing of a party, and you sold it.
We were like stressing, like, oh, what do we do? Blaza puts on a Skate 3 soundtrack. I'm like, Blaza, do not put it on.
I don't know what to do. I just put on random playlist.
Cash and Nico and them pull up, right, with the whole group. And I did not know this, but the DJ at the first party that was pumping and everything pulled up, and it was Shady from the Cash and Nico group. He was the one in charge of the DJ. So he comes up to us, he's like, bro, I will be in charge of the DJ of this party. Me and Blaza felt the sign of relief of a lifetime.
So much weight off my shoulders. Thank you, Shady. And Shady started just cooking.
Dude, he was like,
Like he was for 20 minutes straight.
His music was insane.
We had music, we had people. It was fantastic, okay? We had people dancing, we had people drinking apple juice.
I go up to Sykes and Blaza.
We were like, we did it!
You guys are like jumping for joy.
Everyone was really nice. Everyone was like chill. No one was like destroying stuff.
But this is where the party gets insane. Everyone's having a great time. It's getting really late. It's time to get into the pool. All the guys, get in their swimming gear, underwear, whatever. Girls do the same. We're all jumping in the pool. It's getting crazy. In the pool, there was a basketball hoop thing. There was this guy, a Minecraft guy. He was running from across the nation all the way to the pool, jumped the entire length of the pool, and slam dunked that thing multiple times, just exploding the water multiple times.
He was like jumping over me in slow motion. I was like, oh, who's that?
Is that a bird on a plane?
Slam dunk, bro. I was like, dang.
So much was happening. It was fantastic. Dylan never came, which was a shame.
No, Dylan.
But you know what? He missed out. We had all our friends and all our new friends together.
Me, Blaza, and Adway, we got together and we looked at each other and we were like, we did it. We just hosted the best party ever.
We're gonna tell their grandchildren about this party.
If you guys enjoyed and you want to see more, make sure to subscribe to all my friends and subscribe for more. And check out another video right over here.